With fellow reliever Mitch Wild Thing Williams, Lancaster helped lead the Chicago Cubs to a surprise 1989 National League East Division title. Was it a surprise to you guys?
I think it was because we had the big trade getting Mitch over, Paul Killigus, Curtis Wilkerson, Steve Wilson and everything. I mean, because we got rid of Palmeiro and everything. So, Mitch was the big part of the trade to make everything go for us.
And were you used both as a closer and as a setup man? Was it?
Yeah, I did. First, when I started out middle to setup guy, and then by the time the season ended, set up and closed a few times. I think with me signing a free agent in '85, I really lucked out because at the time the minor league was down a little bit, just started building back up, and I was able to go through there real quick. And in '87. Myself, Greg Maddux, Jamie Moyer, Palmeiro, Dave Martinez, a lot of the young guys started coming through.
Dawson came through as a free agent through that collusion whole issue. Basically, gave the Cubs a blank check, said, "You fill it in, I'm coming to play with you guys."
What a great steal that was for the Cubs that year. I mean, what he produced, MVP and everything, was just amazing to see him in right field every day. He wasn't very outspoken. He really kept to himself, but when he did have something to say, he would say it to the individual. It wouldn't be a team announcement or nothing like that. He would go up to him, but he led by example. I mean, he went out there every day to right field, took ground balls, worked on his throws. I mean, something that a young kid really should take notice of. Zen was an interesting guy. There ain't no doubt about it. I mean, he didn't hide nothing. He laid it all out there, which is good. I mean, you might not like what he has to say, but when a manager's honest with you, I mean, what more can you ask for? And he likes to bet the pony. Sometimes he had a hunch, he'd do it. '89, everything worked out great. '90, not so well. Really, the Cubs organization back then was really old school, as you want to put it, and everything. I mean, because when it first came up, Dallas Green was the GM. So that's definitely back then, with Jim Fry and Zimmer and everything. It was all old school baseball, basic fundamentals. Didn't care for the hot dog or sportsmanship like that you see now. And I mean, we knew it, and we just did what we had to do. Oh, that's Sean Dunston. How many errors he saved him and everything. I mean, Gracie was a great first baseman, defensive first baseman, hands down, no doubt about it, and could swing the bat, and became a decent little power hitter as well. But what he meant over there at first base was just unbelievable. The errors that he saved for a team, and the at-bat, and the leadership by an example as well.
Sweet swing.
Very nice.
Yeah. Ryan Sandberg.
I mean, what more can you say about that? A Hall of Famer. There wasn't a whole lot getting through that right side. So that was a pretty good feeling then. If it did, you had Andre out there in right field. So that right side of the whole infield and outfield was pretty strong. And, I mean, another guy that was very quiet, practical joker that a lot of people don't realize. And just went out there every day, did his job, worked what he had to do, and took care of business.
Actually, rookie that year, Jerome Walton, was he surprised? Did you expect that he was going to move
He
up?
showed it. We kept eyes on him and stuff in the minor leagues and in spring training, what he did and everything. And him and Dwight, 1-2 in the voting and everything. I mean, it was unbelievable. Watch those two kids out there just cover the outfield. I mean, Jerome had the speed, had the arm, had the bat and everything. What a year he had, from day one on, that long hitting streak and everything. And, I mean, Juice was pretty good. I mean, he's a little goofy, there ain't no doubt about it, but back then I'd take him on my side any day. Jeff King hit a line drive off the side of his head in Pittsburgh, bounced into our dugout. He got up like nothing never happened to him, ready to want to keep pitching.
Wow.
Harry was a great guy. I mean, what history we have right there, just alone. We always did the Cubs caravan and convention. I mean, he had more people wanting him than any other players.
Right.
So, I mean, Harry was awesome. I mean, just hear the calls and everything. Then the times that he would do it from the outfield bleachers. I mean, Chicago loved him. There ain't no doubt about it. We felt pretty good. I mean, our starting rotation was very strong. Sutcliffe, Maddux, Balecki had a great year that year. The bullpen, we had a very strong bullpen. Myself, Mitch, Paul Ossenmacher. So, I mean, we had a good core of main players and everything. We felt that this was our year, but, the Giants said different.
The first night game in Wrigley Field.
88.
That's right. And
Now that was something. I was on the DL.
is that right?
I just had my appendicitis out probably about a week earlier and everything, and I mean that first pitch, all the light bulbs that went off, the flashes and everything was unbelievable. I don't see how the hitter even saw the ball and everything. And then, you know, it was playing against the Phillies, and the rains came, and myself, Jody Davis, Al Nipper, and Greg Maddux, we went across the tarp. I mean, that slide and everything was worth the $500 that we each got fined after Fry and Zimmer saw us out there. But I mean, got some great pictures from it and everything. But I mean, just the history of that night, being part of something like that was just spectacular. One reason they were upset about it, the police just took some people off of the tarp and everything. I was on the DL. Jody Davis had a bad toe. Al Nipper's elbow was a little sore, and then we had Maddux and everything. So they just afraid we was going to hurt ourselves, and hopefully to keep, you know, everybody else off the tarp and everything. But hey, it was the best $500 I spent in a long time.
Did you actually do the whole victory lap? Or did you...
Oh, we did more than one victory lap. We was out there for quite a while. So we got all kinds of good synchronized swinging pictures and all that stuff of all of us.
Oh, no kidding.
And I mean, it's good memories. We probably got more publicity that night than we did when we pitched. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, because you know it's national news all over the world and everything. First night game at Wrigley Field, so it was worth it. Well, Tony Gwynn definitely, because you know he's going to hit. He's going to get his hits. He's going to get a hit for average. He could hit for power if he wanted to. You just hope nobody was in the scoring position when he came up.
Yeah.
And then, you see, it doesn't matter how good I was pitching. It seemed like every time I faced the Dodgers out there in L.A., it never turned out good for me. I mean, I got a few wins and a couple of saves, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, I was able to pitch a lot. I mean, I think I set out the first game, and second game I pitched and everything. And, I mean, it was an unbelievable season to, I mean, I got a win, got a loss and everything, but be able to get in postseason is just every ball player's dream.
Well, good luck to you. Thank you for taking time.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
This is a hoot for me.
All over town, there's a new sensation and it's really coming down. North of Chicago, Waveland Avenue, there's magic in the air, a new point of view. It's been a long time now, too many years, too many losses and too many tears. But that's all over now, gonna give it to you straight. The Cubbies are winning and man, it feels great. Cubbies are rocking. Cubbies are rocking. Walton and Smith, man, they got the speed with Sandberg and Grace. What more do we need? Balecki and Maddox firing away. Sutcliffe on the mound. What more can we say? Now Mitchell's a man. Wild Thing is his name. He comes in late to save that game. He throws Damon or Joe behind the plate. They call him safe before it gets too late. Cubbies are rocking. Cubbies are rocking. Shauna's a back, and then there's Andre Dawson. We're talking about the man that they call awesome. That's the law, and Les has his heroes, and Popeye's the man that leads our hero. Wayne, Harry, and Steve. Now, holy cow, the Cubbies are ready right now. Going all the way in this windy old town. The Cubbies are rocking, gonna win that crown. Cubbies are rocking. Cubbies are rocking. Cubbies are rocking.